Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at something really cool. This is the Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch Darth Maul from Wave 1. Now this figure goes for quite a hefty price tag these days, to be honest. It's one of the harder to find Black Series figures now, being from Wave 1, just like R2. And I stumbled across this on eBay for the same price as others, you know, just in their box and whatnot. And this is actually signed by Ray Park himself. So there, obviously, as you can see on the box, it says there in gold pen, "Feel the Force, Ray Park," and then there we have the picture of him actually signing it. Now, on the eBay auction, and you can actually see more boxes around. So the seller obviously got him to sign, you know, more than one and whatnot, and they obviously made a good amount of money from that, whatever. So obviously this is nothing like one of a kind or anything. There's going to be lots of people that have a lot of Darth Maul merchandise signed by this guy. However, what's really cool is just the fact that, you know, it's something a little bit special for me. And also, because the box, and yes, it is, like, you know, properly certified and whatnot and authentic, although they did spell his name wrong right there. Because the box was already open, I have no problem with opening this up and displaying the figure and whatnot. And I could always put it back in the box if I wanted to, but I'll just display the box on its own, which is really cool. So with this being roughly the same price as the cheapest ones that I could find on eBay that didn't have a box, it's really awesome because I'm going to be taking it out the box anyway. And having that there and everything, it's a pretty cool, nice little addition to the collection right there. And so, a quick little look at the box. You get a small bio on the back and the fight between Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. So, very nice. Really cannot wait for a Qui-Gon or an Obi-Wan from Episode 1 for that matter too. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy open and take a closer look. And here's Darth Maul out of the packaging, one of my favourite Sith. I absolutely love the prequels. I don't care what other people say about him. This figure is absolutely phenomenal. And I have to say, definitely the best Darth Maul figure out there, worth the money if you were to find it in a store. Because if you were to get it at retail price, then it's an absolute bargain. If not, and you're looking on eBay or something, then maybe consider the SH Figure Arts one, because they're practically the same size. And that one you might even be able to get for a better price than this one on eBay. I'm not really too sure. I haven't compared prices recently or anything like that, but that may be a better option for you. However, this one is the only one I believe that does come with that whole cloak and everything. So if you like the look as he is on screen right now, then this is definitely a must-have. So to start right off, he stands just under 6.5 inches tall. So here he is next to Darth Vader. There's a bit of a size comparison for you. And also, we'll just take a quick look at the accessory, the lightsaber. So let's just go ahead and take Vader's lightsaber. I'll just take the actual blade itself right there, just to compare those. So as you can see, the Darth Maul one there on the left is much thicker. It has a much stronger joint where it connects in, and it does actually kind of clip in, as opposed to this just kind of sticking in. So you will have a stronger connection. Obviously it's shorter, but it is double-sided, so who cares? It's basically, it is a thicker, deeper red. I'm not sure if that's just because of the thickness of the plastic or if it is literally just a deeper colour, but it is just as translucent and looks very nice indeed. So there's a quick comparison right there. And then just taking a look at the actual saber itself, I find that the easier way to actually get it into his hand is take it apart, slide one end in and then attach the other. Now this can only go on one way. Obviously it's meant to be one way so that all the buttons are in alignment, and obviously, as you saw, you can take the blades out and obviously you can take this apart. Now the one side does have the little peg right there, which can connect to his belt right over there, which I'll show you a bit better once we take the cloak off. Another accessory that he comes with is his binoculars, and I believe in the film he used these when he had this cloak on, but with the cloak on you can't really get as much articulation out of the figure. I'll just show you the articulation in the arms that you can get with the cloak on. So it comes out a little bit, you know, forward and back a little bit, and the head doesn't really move all that much because it just gets put back into place. So as you can see, it's, you know, the articulation isn't all that great in this mode, but you do get the interchangeable head, and this whole cloak is attached to that head, so the whole thing just pops off. But yeah, I mean, this really nice rubbery plastic, you know, enables them to get all of the nice creases and whatnot and the correct shape and everything, especially with the horns and everything. You wouldn't have got that with the cloth. However, something like Vader over here, you know, I would have hated it if we would have got a hard cape. I so love the fact that we got the cloth cape right over there. So I really think that they chose wisely in giving us this harder plastic. So we're going to go ahead and remove this head, just like so, popping that off. Slide it over the arms right there. There we go. So you have like a kind of ghostly Darth Maul, which that would be an okay display piece just on its own, or maybe even slot that over some other figures. That would be pretty cool. And then we take this head and pop that straight on with a nice click. And now, as you can see, the arms can move all the way out to the side and all the way around. And obviously the head can look left and right and up and down a lot more on that hinge. And now you can see more of the detail of the suit that he's wearing underneath. So we do have some cloth parts right down here mixed in with some of the harder plastic parts, the rubbery parts, just so that obviously you get the nice shape, but then you also get the usability for the articulation so that he can still move around, which is absolutely fantastic. I really do like that design very much indeed. So as for the rest of the articulation, we have single jointed elbows right here and the rotation there as well. Then we also have the rotation and the hinge at the wrist. The waist right here is fantastic. A really awesome ball joint right there. So he pivots all the way left and right. He obviously turns left and right and also has a pretty damn nice crunch as well. So really nice right there. The legs come out this far. They go forward all the way, back a little bit. We have a rotation up in there. Double jointed knees, which are quite stiff and quite big actually. And then we have the feet that go up and down, and they also have ankle pivot. Coming in a little closer here, you can see the nice detail on this guy. So we have the glossy parts for the belt, gloves and boots, and then the matte for the rest of his robes right there, which is accurate. So like I said earlier, you can go ahead and store the lightsaber on the waist as well right there. You can obviously just put the other side on and store the whole thing. So very nice indeed. You can put it on with the robe on, it's just easier to get to without the robe. And I really do like that because, you know, Vader, for example, right over there does not have that feature. You can't store the lightsaber, so that kind of sucks. And then also in this format, obviously, it's a little bit easier to go ahead and get these binoculars, you know, a little closer to his face where you would want it. Obviously, if I position his wrist and whatnot, I can get that looking a lot better, and you can probably hold it with two hands actually. But that's just not really doable with the robes on, which is kind of unfortunate because I'm pretty sure that he was using the robes when he used those binoculars in the film. But nonetheless, that doesn't matter too much. This figure is so awesome. You know, the articulation, just how epic it looks. I think the scaling of it is perfect. I really cannot find anything wrong with this. There's nothing that I would change with it. And it's not very often that I come across an absolutely perfect figure. The only thing that I would want from Hasbro is for them to actually make more of them so that more people can have them. But yeah, I definitely recommend this figure to any Darth Maul fans out there, and I know that there's thousands upon thousands of you. Definitely an awesome character, and this is definitely the best figure for him if you can go ahead and find it. If not, there's the SH Figure Arts one, which technically may be a better figure, but price point wise, it's up to you as to whether or not you think it's worth it if you can actually get your hands on one of these guys. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and click on that like button, and if you want to check out more pictures of this guy and anything else from my collection, go ahead and check out my Instagram. It's Homerino123, and the link is in the description below, where you'll also find a link to my Twitter. And for more Star Wars videos, go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.